Hello everyone. Today we are going to continue with the second half of the chapter An Astrologer's Day. We had stopped at a point whereby the astrologer has left his village long back and he has come to this particular village to carry out with his trade. Okay, so we know that he is a very smart man. Okay, he had conducted with a lot of practice he had conducted this study, and he knew the possible areas where a man faces problems. Okay, and those were the areas of marriage, money, and tangles of human relationships. Okay, he would give a satisfactory answer to all the problems, and for that he would charge per question 3 pies. That was his amount which he used to charge, and his technique was to allow his client to speak for at least 10 minutes. With this, when the client would speak, he would he could extract a good amount of information from him, and then on that basis he would give them the advice. So he would start off like this. He would say that in many ways you are not getting the full result. So the client would say, yes, I am not getting what I deserve. Then the next question he would ask was, is there any person, is there a woman or a relative who doesn't agree with you fully? Okay, that's the person who is creating problems in your life. And the next thing he would say is, most of the problems in your life are because of your nature, because you have an impetus nature. Impetus meaning impulsive, somebody who acts very quickly without giving a proper thought to it. Okay, so all the problem lies here because you have a very bad nature, because most of us become very likable when you have a very good nature and behavior towards other people. Who wouldn't want that? Everybody wants that. So he would study the person completely and then give him this particular advice. Now the place where he is seated, there is a groundnut vendor. Now it is almost night time and the time to shut down the business. So it's an indication when the groundnut vendor has blown out his flare, the fire, So it's the time to, it clearly shows that it's the time to wind up. So even the astrologer would, start winding up his business. So whatever things he had placed on the cloth, like the cowrie shells, the charts, the notebook, everything, these small articles, they are called as paraphernalia. So he would, whatever he had kept out of the bag, now he is ready to put inside the bag. So when at the moment when he is finally going to wind up, he comes across a client, okay, and he thinks that this seems to be a good client for me. He calls out to him and he says, you look so careworn. Careworn meaning somebody who is very tired because of overthinking or worrying. So usko bulata hai, he calls him and he says, why don't you come sit with me and have a chat? So the client grumbles and then he says, you call yourself a astrologer? And then he puts his palm in front of him. The astrologer is like, he tilts, tilting the palm towards the green shaft of light, because as I said, there is not much of light. So he shifts his palm so that he can see the palm very clearly. Tell me something worthwhile, he says. I want to listen something which is worthwhile. The astrologer begins. Yours is a nature. तो वहाँ पर the client stops him. Oh, stop that. Tell me something worthwhile. A friend felt piqued. Piqued meaning very irritated. The client is irritated. He doesn't want to listen all this. Now the astrologer places the condition before him. He says, I'm going to charge only 3 pies per question. This is what he used to do. So he takes out, he withdraws his hand, takes out an anna and flings it at him. I have some questions to ask. But then he says, if I prove you are bluffing, then you must return that anna to me with interest. Okay, if I find out that whatever you're saying is not true, then you will have to return back my money with interest. So the astrologer says, okay, if you find my answers satisfactory, then will you give me 5 rupees? The client says no. तो क्या करता है? He reduces his amount. Then he says, okay, then you give me 8 annas. He says, all right, provided you give me twice as much if you are all wrong. अगर गलत हुआ तो उनको वापस देना पड़ेगा डबल वापस देना पड़ेगा. Okay, the deal is finalized, the pact is made, and before he starts, the astrologer starts, he chants a prayer. Okay, and the client is seen to have a cheroot. Cheroot is a cigar, and in that meanwhile the astrologer just has a glimpse of his face. वो चेहरा देखता है, tries to study his face first, and you can also at the same time you can hear a lot of noise, the car horn, then you can the jutka drivers, jutka is a horse driven cart, you can see that passing by, and the babble of the crowd. There is a lot of crowd and which is making a lot of noise. After some time, a little time, the astrologer feels very uncomfortable and he says, take this anna back, take your money back. I am not used to such challenges. मुझे ये सब नहीं करना है. You take it back. And the reason he says is, as it is very late for me today. And he tries to put everything back in his bundle. But this man was not going to let him go. He says, you can't get out of it now. You dragged me into this. Okay. Now the astrologer has got a little frightened. Then he says, a challenge is a challenge. Go on. The client is very determined and he doesn't allow him. Then he starts, there is a woman. Then again he tells him to stop. I don't want all that, he says. मुझे ये सब नहीं सुनना है. The question which he has in his mind is, shall I succeed in my present search or not? You tell me the answer for this. Will I get success in this or not? Okay. Otherwise, I am not going to let you go till you disgorge all your coins. I am not going to let you go until and unless you surrender all your coins. Now the astrologer is in a real fix. Now we will see what happens later in the next video lecture. I hope you understood this until here. Thank you.